Hey there, this is Matt, and we, okay, all right, try that again. We are in a series on attraction and what is it that men find highly attractive. And so I had the privilege of interviewing a bunch of men, asking them, what is it in a woman that they find irresistible, that they just love? And they had one common answer that came up more than others, and quite frankly, it surprised me. It wasn't what I was thinking. So I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. But to highlight and underpin this principle, I want to share with you a story and see if you can connect the principle in this story to the quality that these men are talking about. Early in my career, when I was just starting to write the book Project Everlasting, with my best friend, we were interviewing couples on what makes love last. I'm sitting at the back of this church because after church, we're going to interview a couple who attends this particular church. We drove out to this church. I'm sitting in the back row. Mind you, I'm not a speaker, I'm not an author, I'm not a coach at this point in my life. So not very used to speaking to groups of people. Sitting in the back row with my best friend Jason, and the minister gets up in front and says, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great service for you today, and we just want to introduce a couple of special guests who are working on a book. They're in the back of the church right now, in the back row. Matt Boggs and Jason Miller, they're two bachelors writing a book on what makes love last. You know what, gentlemen, would you love to stand up, come to the front, and just speak a few words? In that moment, fear rocketed through my entire body. My palms got all sweaty. My heart started pounding. I didn't have anything prepared. I didn't know what I was going to say. But in that moment, I took an action based on something my parents taught me. My parents always taught me about the philosophy carpe diem, which is seize the day. When an opportunity comes your way, you claim it, even if you're not ready, you don't feel fully prepared. If it's in alignment with something that you would love, take advantage of it. And so I did what I call the yes gulp principle, which is where he said, is there something you guys would like to share? Would you like to come up the front and speak a few words? I went, yes, and gulp. And I stood up, went to the front, and my best friend and I talked about what we were doing and thanked everyone for allowing us to be there. And, I don't really even know what I said. I'm sure it was not earth-shattering. While it wasn't earth-shattering in that moment, it was life-changing for me. It was life-changing for me because in that moment, that was one of the first moments I really remember in my young professional career of being the person. In other words, claiming the identity of the person who seizes opportunities. Even when you're not ready, even when you're scared, implementing the yes gulp principle. And I'm sure you have too. There have been moments in your life when you weren't ready, you weren't prepared. Something came your way and you raised your hand and said, yes, or I'll do it. And then you stepped into it, you leaned into it. So what these men said about women they found highly attractive were that women who were passionately pursuing their ambition. Often you'll hear people talk about looks or, people talk about femininity, people talk about, joy and happiness. But I found this one to be really interesting. The group of men that we were talking to, successful guys, professional guys, saying that they found most attractive a woman who was passionately pursuing her ambition. So think about it. For a woman to passionately pursue her ambition, that woman can't be the kind of woman who just resigns herself to the average normal life. No, she's the person who's going after what she loves. She's the person, and that woman who goes after what she loves, she's got to implement the yes gulp principle. Because every one of us who have gone after something we've loved, we've got to step into it before we felt fully ready. So what is it in you that you would love? What is it that you're passionate about? What's one of your ambitions, something that you would love? And my encouragement to you is not because other men find it attractive or find it irresistible, but because you would love it, implement the yes gulp principle in your own life. Where some opportunity crosses your path, you see something you would love and you were like, yes, I'm going after that opportunity. And as a byproduct of that, you're going to raise your attractiveness. As a byproduct of that, you're going to be a magnet to amazing men. If you're already in a relationship, your own man is going to be like, wow, there is something about you that I am so turned on by. So I hope this serves you. My question for you is this. In the comment section below, post what's one time in your life you've implemented the yes gulp principle, something you've gone after, you said yes when it was scary. Go ahead and post that in the comment section below and take a moment to get subscribed. If you like this video, subscribe because every week we put out new videos to empower you in your love life, because our mission is increasing love in the world one heart at a time. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.